On May 21, 1961, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave a speech at a rally to support the Freedom Riders at the First Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. Following are some of the words that appeared in that speech.
The words that I will utter tonight were written this morning as I flew at an altitude of 38,000 feet on a jet plane from New York to Atlanta, Georgia. As that gigantic instrument stretched its wings through the air like an eagle and moved smoothly towards its destination, many thoughts ran through my mind.
On the one hand, I thought of how the technological developments of the United States had brought the nation and the world to an awe-inspiring threshold of the future.
I thought of how we had carved highways through the stratosphere, and how our jet planes had compressed into minutes distances that once took days.
On the other hand, I thought of that brutal mob in Alabama, and the reign of terror that had engulfed Anniston, Birmingham, and Montgomery.
Hello? Is anyone in there? Anyone?
The Freedom Ride grew out of a recognition of the American dilemma and a desire to bring a realization of its noble dream.
We are all deeply indebted to CORE for this creative idea.
These courageous Freedom Riders have faced ugly and howling mobs in order to arouse the dozing conscience of the nation.
Some of them are now hospitalized as a result of physical injury. They've accepted blows without retaliation.
We're not delinquents, and we're not criminals. We're Freedom Riders.
Someday, all of America will be proud of their achievements.
The recent developments in Alabama should challenge us more than ever before to delve deeper into the struggle for freedom in this state.
There must now be a full-scale, nonviolent assault on the system of segregation in Alabama.
Sir, if you'd let us inside to use your phone, we won't stay here at your doorstep bothering you at midnight.
We cannot in all good conscience sit complacently by while Alabama has no respect for law and order, and while it continues to impose upon the Negro the most inhuman form of oppression.
The chief of police in Birmingham jailed us overnight. We don't belong in jail, sir. We're not criminals. He just dropped us off a few miles back.
As I close, may I strongly urge you to continue to follow the path of nonviolence. The Freedom Riders have given us a magnificent example of strong, courageous action devoid of violence.
As we intensify our efforts in Alabama, Mississippi, and the Deep South generally, we will face difficult days. Angry passions of the opposition will be aroused.
They were carrying clubs and pipes. My friend here is bleeding. This is his blood on my clothes. Sweet Jesus. The women holding babies were yelling nigger. Nigger! And if you would just, please, just...
So in the days ahead, let us not sink into the quicksands of violence. Rather, let us stand on the high ground of love and non-injury. Let us continue to be strong spiritual anvils that will wear out many a physical hammer.
Man, I'm sorry to wake you. I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but we're Freedom Riders, and we're lost.